Hey there, so here is the extended reading from this 3 minute reading if you got, either from Instagram or TikTok. I just want to expand on the energies for this week because I feel that there is an important message. And well, basically, what drew me back into just, bringing this, what is my service, and feeling that, after reflecting myself on everything that's been happening in my life so far, just trying to put this in front of you all, just maybe it can serve in one way or another, that maybe whatever message is being shared in here can help you, can assist you in just maybe getting some orientation into just observing yourselves in where you are right now in this moment of your lives, what might be just influencing your perspective of the world, your own perspective of yourself in light of everything that's going on. There is that sense or lingering sense that there is a lot that, like no matter how much good is going on out there, apparently just the most troublesome things or complicated things just seem to always take the spotlight, or well, like it's like we never end with trouble, with suffering, with having to put other other beliefs, other just an outdated mentality, let's say. And so the way that we're going right now requires just that, a confrontation, like a direct confrontation with ourselves, in the way that we say, how am I participating in this narrative, collective narrative? What are the things that I'm just telling to myself that are happening and that I keep on replicating in every conversation? What is it that I hold as important or as relevant? And where are my premises? Where are the premises that I'm taking for everything that's going on, to describe everything that's going on, and just paint to everyone else, even to our family, relatives, our closest friends, trying to tell them, oh, I believe this is going on, and we might all have an objective view on things, and we might believe that based on our personal context, that we have a pretty good idea of what we're doing, and some of us might be feeling very confident in that. So the King of Swords comes with that type of confidence, the type of confidence that just says, I know what I know, I know where I'm going, and I know that the power that I have in the way that I put thoughts into words, to convey a message, to communicate myself, to communicate what's happening in me, somehow it just reaches a surface level of things, in which sometimes we don't speak about what's going at the depths of things, what's actually transpiring beyond everything else that we just decide or collectively agree, that's it's just a collective agreement that keeps us all having a certain framework or a certain mental structure that we just use to get along with this with the state of the world as it is right now. And so as I was saying in the 3 minute reading, the card of judgment comes as that purifying fire. This is a trial by fire, in which everything that comes or gets thrown into the fire just comes to be purified. And so that means just whatever you believe that's happening, you can try put any logic that you want in it, but at the end of the day, it's your own senses that inform you, like at a very subtle level, that things cannot just continue to be happening in the same way. So you might be going through a very challenging moment at this time, in which you know that you need to draw the line and say, well, I won't tolerate this type of way of addressing myself, way of addressing others, you know, because it goes against my convictions, it goes against my integrity, it goes against, you know, just all of the things that define the person that I want to see myself becoming, and who I and where am I choosing to speak from and for. So the King of Swords comes with that energy of just a renovation of thought, like trying to put yourself in the mindset that whatever comes out of your mouth, you know, needs to go along with the progress that you want to see happening for you and for others. You know, if you think that it's okay to sacrifice people, that is okay to sacrifice, you know, your own integrity just to get along, then you might just be pushing away something that is beating at the core of your own essence, of your own self. And so that's where the moon comes in, because it just comes to reflect that and comes to say, well, are you living up to your own integrity, really? Like, are you doing the things that you said that you were going to do to improve your life, to make it better for others? Are you putting in the change that you know that is required just to let life flow through you, and stop trying to control things or making them fit into a certain narrative that just aids your agendas, or, you know, in a way that it just might fit your own personal interests, but not necessarily that of others. And so Three of Cups comes in that sense, just to say, well, if I am to be living in this world for long, you know, and I'm pretty sure that you want that, the only way to improve myself and improve the way of that I involve myself in this world is through connection. So connection in the sense of, how am I sharing myself? How do I want to live, you know, alongside my fellow human beings? You know, it's like, what are the things that I choose to put at the front of my experience that tell me, that inform me, that what I'm doing is not only in my own benefit, but also in the benefit of other people. You know, any type of thing that you do, or any way that you involve yourself in your life, is going to influence the lives of others. So you're not on your own in this life. You're not on your own in this world. And so that's basically the main message of this. You know, if you want to improve your life, you need to start reevaluating the way that you connect with the world, the way that you choose to see things happening in front of you. Because then, otherwise, you're just gonna choose to ignore the evidence of things as they are happening, just to keep the status quo. You know, just to keep things as, well, I cannot just, you know, confront authority just like that, because then I will be putting myself in the spotlight of things. And so, what does that say? You know, it's like you're okay, you know, to tolerate bad things happening, just because you feel that you have no way into, you know, influencing or changing things as they are. You know, but it all starts with the mind. It all starts with the thoughts that you choose to entertain, the stories that you choose to just continue telling yourself about how things are, you know, and sometimes that can keep you in a loop if you don't reflect, you know, on those things. If you don't pay attention to what is really in your heart, like, where do you feel maybe that you're trying to hold so much control over your life and over the lives of others, you know, as if, you know, you have no place to speak up, you know, or to say what's really happening in your mind from where you feel it happening. And so this is a message basically to just, you know, call back your own authority and choosing to place your words, you know, in a safe container, you know, in a safe container that allows you to grow, that allows for, you know, that allows for you to use the right description for things, you know. Stop like trying to diminish or shrink yourself just because you believe that your words have no power, when in reality your words create the whole of your experience. the way that you choose to describe yourself, that you choose to, describe life as it happens, then that's what life becomes to you. So yeah, just to keep it short, this message just goes to the core of your heart. What is it that you're beating for, and how you're choosing to describe it? And so, well, just to wrap up this reading, and as a reintroduction, to my services, to the way that I put this service forward to you, is in the way that I've been placing myself as well, to just devote myself to the service, devote myself just to bring some sort of orientation from the place in which I've been learning to interpret the cards, and as a form of mirror, as a form of just looking to put out there what else is happening in the scope of your own personal context, and just expand into a larger view that it might also be, or not might, but just is also influencing every one of us. And in that sense, well, with my partner Alice, at this moment, with me putting myself again here, we're trying to bring a new type of service in this way, that as I read the tarot for you, you can also get a hand-drawn piece, symbolic code that will be able to anchor the energy that transpires during the reading as a token, as a totem, as a symbolic totem that will be able to take you further as you hold a piece in your hand, and you might use it as a form of meditation. You can use it to decorate if you have an altar, or if you have a special place, to remind you of who you are, where you're going. That might be what you're looking for. And so we're very excited to present this. I have the links in my bio, and I'm going to put as well some more information further on, like in this next few days, just to remind you that this offer is still is going to be up for the first 11 people that choose to sign up at $111. After that, it's going to come at $150. So be sure to take this chance to receive a reading from me, and as well get a hand-drawn piece of what transpires during your reading. So I hope you're excited about this, and if you have any questions about how it works, remember, you can send me a DM, you can send me a direct message, or send me an email. All the links, as I said, are in my bio, in the description as well. I'm going to put some information about that. But yeah, just remember that I'm here whenever you have any more questions about what is it that I do, the way that I work with the tarot. And yeah, so happy to be back. Talk to you soon.